Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to create beautiful ombre beading using different colors of beads step by step. Make sure you watch this video to the end because I'll be sharing tips that will help your beading work come out clean and professional. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So let's get started. So this is what an ombre beading looks like. You see different colors of bead and different patterns. So we'll be using crystal bead for this. You can use any other bead of your choice. You can use your seed bead, your rice bead, whatever bead, but make sure that you're using the same size of bead so that it will come out very well. So for this I'll be using two colors of bead. You can use more than two colors. So I'll be showing you how to do it in a very simple way. Now you need to consider the kind of thread that you'll be using for ombre beading. In most cases, you use your invisible thread, your fishing line, or your normal sewing thread, depending on what you want to achieve. Then you also consider the size of needle, depending on the size of the bead that you're going to use. So before you start beading, whatever needle it is that you're going to use, just pick one of the needle and pass it through the beads. That's how to test if the beads, the needle will be okay or perfect for the bead that you want to use. That's the first step we need to take. So we'll be using our fishing line for this tutorial, and that's because this fishing line will pass through my needle and also be okay for this ombre beading. So you can use your normal sewing thread, but make sure that whatever thread you're using, it will not make your work look rough. I hope you understand. It will not make your work look very tacky and rough. So that's it. So because I'll be using these two colors, I'll be using my fishing line. I hope you understand. So if you're using a normal thread, use thread that will be able to match both colors or the three colors you're going to use. So this is the pattern that I'll be using. Let it be as if this is the dress I want to bead. So remember I said this ombre beading is you use different colors of bead, different pattern, and there are patterns that are straight. I hope you have seen that one. So that's why you need your pencil to be able to draw out the patterns, or your fabric marker or your chalk. You can also use your tailor chalk for this. So you go ahead and create the design that you want to work with. So if it's a straight one, so if you're using a straight pattern, you can decide to use three colors of bead, then you label it. You understand? So maybe the first one will be white, green, yellow for down, depending on how you want to do it. I hope that is clear. So there is another pattern that is not straight. So let's say we want to bead from the waistline to the hem here. So we can go ahead and draw a pattern like this. I know you have seen something like this. Draw a pattern like this. So this is what we'll be using to bead. So since this pattern is like this, you can use different colors. So but before then, let me just go ahead and trace this pattern on my fabric so that I'll show you how to do it. So after I was done tracing, remember if you're using your fabric, you do it directly, you draw your pattern directly on your fabric. So I'll just be using this to teach you how to do it. So I'll just go ahead and draw my pattern. This is the pattern that I'm be working with. I see. So let's just say I want to bead from the waistline to the hemline with this pattern here. So after tracing whatever pattern that you want on your fabric, the next thing will be for you to put in the thread that you want to use. I've explained how you're going to decide which thread you're going to use. So I'll be using fishing line for this tutorial. So since I'll be using fishing line, fishing line are usually very strong. So you can decide to double it or just put it single. I hope you understand, depending on what you want, but the thread is usually very strong. So I'll go ahead and fix my thread. I'll just be doing it single this way. I will not be doubling it. So this is because it's I saying it's very strong. So after that, so once your pattern and your needle and thread are ready, it's for you to start beading. So you can decide to bead from down upward or from up to the down, depending on how you want it. So I'll start from this down part here. Then I'll make sure I'll secure my starting point neatly. You need to do it neatly so that while beading, the thread will not lose at some point. Make sure you secure it very well before you start beading. So after that, since I'll be using two colors of beads, I will just go ahead and indicate where I want each color to be. So this silver color here will be at the down part, while this green one will be at the upper part. So you make sure you always indicate where your beads are going to be. So after that, I'll go ahead and start with the silver color. So you pick as many numbers that you can control, but you are going to know which method you are going to use. So we are going to use back stitch method. So if you've not watched my video on how to bead using the back stitch method, you can check on my channel. The tutorial is there. So we'll be using the back stitch method to bead this design. So you can also use your running stitch, but if you don't want space to be on your ombre beading, I think back stitch is perfect for it. So you go ahead and pick about 3 or 4 seed bead depending on the size of bead you're working with. So once you pick it, you bring your needle back. So you can bring it at the midpoint. Just watch what I'm doing. I see. Then you pass it through the beads like this. I hope you understand. Then you continue. So just continue with a bead. I'll pick another. I can pick about 4, 5, 6 depending, like I said. So you know, if you're working with your seed bead, that's your sand bead, you pick more than 5, so you make your work very fast. So I'll go ahead and continue the same process. Now while beading, I'll make sure that I take note of where my pattern is. So remember the line that we drew, the first line, that's where the silver color will end, and make sure that it's not too long so that it will not be too, like, it will not be saggy. So I'll just go ahead and pin. I see. And then you bring your needle back. So once you bring your needle back, so you can bring it at the midpoint like this. Then you look for a way, pass the needle through the beads, then bring it out in front. Now if you notice, I stopped where I stopped the color exactly where the pattern stops. Just watch. I see exactly where the pattern stops. So that silver color will stop here. Then I'll continue with my green um crystal bead. I hope you understand. So that's how to form your ombre beading. So the color will stop at where you want it to stop. Then you continue with the next color. I hope it's not confusing. So just watch, you see what I'm going to do. So I'll go ahead and repeat the same process. I'll pick about 5 or 6 crystal bead. Then I'll take my needle backward like this. Then after that, make sure, like I said, make sure that it's not too long so that it will not be saggy. Then I'll bring my needle back. I'll bring it back to the midpoint this way. Bring your needle back. I see. Once you bring it back, then you pass your needle through those needles, then continue beading. So that's how to do your ombre beading. Just watch and see what I'm going to do. So it's not hard, just watch and see. So you continue again. So depending on the space that you're working with, so maybe it's just 3 bead that will be enough. You can just use your 3 bead. So just work with bead that will be able to fit in the pattern that you're working with. Are you seeing? So I just go ahead and do the same thing. Are you seeing? Put my needle in front, then take it back, bring it back at the midpoint. You see, then pass the needle through that midpoint, then bring it out in front. So this is it for the first line. So if we are to continue, you can decide to Once you bead it up, you can from the up part then bring it down again. I hope you understand. So just watch and see what I'm going to do. So I'll just go ahead and secure this first part here. Then I'll bring my needle back. I see. Then I'll be beading it downward this time around. So just watch and see what I'm going to do. So I look for a way, bring the needle in front, like the space that I want here. So you can make your ombre beading close, or you can space it depending on what you want. But if you're spacing it, don't over space it. If not, it will not be looking nice. So I'll go ahead and continue with my green crystal beads. I see, like I said, put the ones that you'll be able to control, and the ones that will not look saggy after beading, that'll be able to lap well on your dress. So after fixing my green crystal bead, I see, now I'll go ahead and arrange it well. Are you see what I'm doing? Go ahead and arrange it well. So once you're done with that, you just continue with your back stitch method, and that's it. But right here, the pattern that I drew, I noticed it wasn't showing the exact pattern that I want to achieve. So I'll just go ahead and redraw the pattern so that it will show very well. I want the pattern to show so that you understand what we are doing. So I'm just gonna ahead to redraw my pattern so that the style, the line that I drew will be able to show very well. So that's what I did here. I'll just continue with my back stitch. I see. So you cannot just leave it like that. I see. So just use back stitch method to hold the bead down. So you bring your needle back to the midpoint, then you trace where the midpoint is, then put your needle through the beads, then bring it in front just like this. So that way the beads will just be firm, it will not be saggy. So if you notice where the green line stop, that's where you're going to continue with your silver crystal bead. I hope that is clear. So that's where you're going to continue with your silver crystal bead. So I noticed that it's just remaining about one um green bead to complete it. The line, that is the pattern that I want. So I just go ahead and put in my silver bead where the silver line starts from. I hope that is very clear. So just watch and see what I'm going to do. So another thing that will help you is don't try to fix all your beads in one, like pack all the beads in one line. It will not make your work look neat. Just be putting it bead by bead that you'll be able to control. So that's one of the secrets of neat beading. So you don't need to put in our 30 seed bead, crystal bead, because you want your work to be very fast. Just put the bead that you'll be able to control, and that will make your work look neat also. So that's just one tip I want to share. So we'll just go ahead and continue with our back stitch method for this our ombre beading. I see. Now put in my seed crystal beads again. I see. Then just put in the one that will be able to fit in this part here. Then you bring your needle at the back, bring it out at the midpoint, pass it through the beads, and that is it. So if your thread is not enough to bead the other line, you can just go ahead and secure your thread very well here and cut it off. But if your thread is big enough, you can just repeat the same method. You just look for a way to continue your beading. So I've gone ahead to bead the other line. Now I'll be beading it upward. So where this the line stop, so that's where I'll be stopping my silver bead. I see. Then I'll continue with the green bead to form the ombre beading. I hope that is clear. So that's what we are going to do. So this is just how to do your ombre beading. I hope it wasn't difficult for you to learn. So if you watch this video to this point, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more tutorials like this. So this is it for our ombre beading. So you can continue because I don't want this video to be too long. So this is just how to do it. You continue this way till you fill up the space that you want to bead. So this is just it. So there are different method of ombre beading. So if you would like me to show you more, you can drop in, let me know the design that you want me to recreate or make a tutorial about it. So that is it for ombre beading. So like I said, wherever your design stop, make sure you already know the colors that you want to use. So that's where you're going to stop each colors on the pattern that you just drew. So if you don't follow the pattern, it will not form. I think the way this one is, it is not going to form the design that you want. So that's it. So it's not a must that you follow this pattern. There are some patterns that are straight, but this is the one that I show you in this video. Thanks for watching.